The previous video, we were discussing about the lambda functions or anonymous functions, and we see a few examples how can we define these lambda functions. Moving forward, we are going to use these lambda functions extensively in the higher order functions. The next one, what we're going to see is higher order functions. Higher order functions. The first one, what we're going to see is not the first one. As per the list, this is the second one. What we're going to see is the filter operations. Filter functions. Especially when combined with we are combining this filter with the lambda functions to use to select some element, used to select some element which satisfies few conditions. That is why we are using this filter. Okay, the syntax is similar to the previous one. It will be working on top of some iterable objects. Filter will be working on top of some iterable objects because we are going to iterate through those iterable objects and selecting what are the elements which condition satisfy the condition. Those elements will be extracted. Let's go ahead and see some examples. Suppose I have numbers equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have these numbers are there. I'm going to filter the even numbers. I'm going to filter the even numbers. How can we do that? In this case, what we're going to do is okay. This is the list. Output also I'm going to create it as a list. Okay. Before doing that, what we have to do, we have to do the filter. Okay, we have to filter from this list. Filter from this particular list. Once, how can we do the filter? Once we do the filter, then what I'm going to do in the previous one, lambda functions, how we are calculating this even numbers. Suppose before going to the filter, how can we do the even numbers? Okay, even numbers we can do lambda of x, then x mod 2 equal to 0. These are the even numbers. So we are going to use this condition to filter the value. Then how can we do that? So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do filter. What we're going to filter on top of these numbers. I'm going to apply these lambda functions. Lambda x mod 2 equal to 0. X mod 2 equal to 0. Where I'm going to apply? Just give the iterable objects. Okay. Numbers. And what does it mean? I'm going to filter. Let's take some other color. I'm going to filter from this list. Filter from this list based on this condition. Based on this condition. This is the meaning. The first I'm going to filter from this number based on this condition. Based on this condition, I'm going to filter. Once it is filtered, we have created this as a list. This as a list. So once it is converted, I need to convert them into a list. How can we create a list? Okay, a equal to, if we want to create a list, then we can evaluate list of what are the output coming inside. This will be converted into list. So let's see the final version. I'm going to save this variable into something called result. Result equal to, I'm going to create a list. I'm going to create a list. Okay, list of what? List of this operation. It will create the filtered output as a new list. Okay, filter lambda of x colon x mod 2 equal to 0. On which item I'm going to do on which item I'm going to do this operation on this list, number list, numbers, and close this bracket. Then we can do the print result. Let's go ahead and write this code on VS Code and see whether it is working or not. This is how this filter operations will work. It's as simple as that. We will do multiple examples and everything's um, easy for everyone. We'll go ahead and do more examples so that the concept will be more clear. Filter functions. Like that, we discuss how something called numbers equal to 1, comma 2, comma 3, up to 9. I have the numbers. What do you want to do? I want to extract all the even numbers. How we are going to find out the even numbers? I'm going to, if you have something called x variable, then x mod 2 equal to 0. This will give all the even values. This will give all the even values. So how can we convert into lambda? I'm going to define it as lambda, and our syntax is lambda x mod 2 equal to 0. Let's convert it into code. Okay, lambda x mod 2 equal to 0. So what we're going to do, we need to filter out. We have the odd numbers are there, even numbers are there. We need to filter out these values. It will give all this even numbers. Okay, we are going to filter this even numbers into a new list. Instead of that, what we're going to do, we are going to control it. We are going to keep them inside the filter function. Filter. Once it is filtered, it will give all the even values. Once it is created the even value, we can create it as a new list. I want to add them inside the new list. So list of, it will create a new list, and let's save it in some result variable. Result equal to this one. Let's print it. Print result. I forgot to mention one thing. On which data it is going to act. We have this number list. Okay, numbers. On this numbers, this function is going to act. Let's execute this one and see. It has extracted all the even numbers and kept it inside this list. Kept it inside this. This is how this filter function is working. Let's go ahead and see some other example. I show this one. If you want to find out the odd number, find out the odd number. Odd number from the list. Okay, how we're going to do? Instead of equal to 0, we can see the not equal to 0. This will accept all the odd numbers from that particular list. And suppose I have another number. It is called num equal to, I have a list total 23, 34, 56, 67, 89, and 91. These are the numbers. I want to extract all the number which is greater than 50. How can we do this? So I'm going to create a variable called result. I'm going to save all this new list into this result. Okay, list of, I'm going to create a list of this new filtered output. Okay, filter. I'm going to filter out this one. What are you going to filter? I'm going to filter all the number which is greater than 50. From where? From this number list. From this number, I am going to extract all the values which is greater than x. How can we do that? We can do lambda using lambda function. So here we are going to use only one variable at a time, whether it is greater than 50 or not. So there is only one variable, one foreign parameter. What condition we are going to check? Whether x greater than 50 or not. If it is x greater than 50, then it is going to say the result variable. Let's try to print out. Print result is going to give 56, 67, 89, and 91. This is how this filter function is working. Let's see some mathematical calculations based on this one. What we can use is one thing. I'm going to see a range of numbers are there. Okay, num equal to range from 1 to 50. It is going to have number ranging from 1 to 50. If you want to see, print num is going to give the range 1 to 50. Suppose if you want to list them, we can iterate through this range and see them using for instead of that. Okay, let it be there. Number, I want to extract all the numbers which is divisible by 3 and 5. Divisible by both 3 and 5. How can we do that? We can do that using lambda functions. How to do that? Lambda x. What is the condition? It should be divisible by both 3 and 5. X mod 3 equal to 0 and x mod 5 equal to 0. That means divisible, completely divisible by 3 and completely divisible by 5. Only those numbers will be extracted. Let's do from where? From where I'm going to do this? From the number list. Let's filter them. Let's filter them using this filter function. Filter. So I'm going to filter them from this one. So let's put them together in a list so that it is easy to display. So I'm going to create it as list. I'm going to create it as list. Let's, for the sake of simplicity to print, let's save this in a result variable. Result equal to this one. Let's print the result. Print result. It's going to see 15, 30, and 45 are divisible by both 3 and 5. These are similar to that. Let's see some other example. Instead of these numbers, let's work on few strings. Okay, suppose I have a list of words. I have a list of words. Suppose the first word is Python, then the second word is Java, and third word is programming, and the fourth word is C. Fifth word what I'm going to use is per. Okay, I want to print all the words which is having more than 5 characters. All the words which is having more than 5 characters. How can we do that? We can see the length of a particular word. If the length is more greater than 5, then it is going to say a new list. Let's see how to do this. We can use the lambda function. Okay, lambda function, lambda word. Okay, then what is going to do? Word. I'm going to say length of word greater than 5. Length of word greater than 5. From where? From this words. From this words list. Okay, words list. Let's filter this values. Filter this value. Now I have this values filtered. Let's put them together in the list and save them in the result variable. Save in the result variable. Now let's print it. Print result. Python and programming are the two words which is having more than 5 characters. Okay, as simple as that. Suppose if you want to see the words which start with P, let's copy this one. No, I don't need only this one. I need only this list. I want to see all the words which start with P. How to do that? Let's do. I'm going to use lambda. Only one word I'm using. Word. Then what we are going to see? Word dot. What is a string? String dot start with. Start with. Then we have to give which string. I want to see whether it is starting with P or not. From where? From this words list. From words. So now I'm going to do what? I'm going to filter them. Filter them. Once it is filtered, then we can put them inside the list. After that, we can save them in a variable. Result equal to this. Okay, then print result. So you're going to see Python is starting with P, programming is starting with P, Perl is also starting with P. Perl is also starting with P. This is like that. Suppose if you want to see all the words which is ending with some character. So suppose I'm going to see, instead of start with, I'm going to do ends with. Suppose I want to see which word is ending in N. See, only Python is ending with N. This is as simple as that. Like that, we can work on any iterable object. We can do this filter operation combined with the lambda function. We can do any operations in the iterable objects. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. In the next one, we are going to see the map function. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next one. Bye. Have a good day.